Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today I'm going to be talking about a little kid in Counter-Strike Global Offensive that just tilted me so much. It is the most tilted I've ever been in my life in a competitive game, Counter-Strike or otherwise, and holy moly, it is a story to be told. Now this all goes and starts in a game of competitive Dust 2, okay? So I load in first and I see my team loading in, and then I go and see the culprit, and I'm gonna go and name him Bob, because I don't want to go and give out his real IGN. So let's go and call him Bob, and I'm really excited. And the reason why I'm excited is because in the previous game that I just had with Bob, legitimately like 2 minutes ago, Bob really put in some work. He put in some hard frags. He had some questionable shot calling, but his fragging was really good, and he was like second on the leaderboard, and I was like third or whatever. And there was a bit of a gap. I didn't play too well in that game. I was like, this game I'm gonna go and really try to go and carry my team. So I'm like, alright, Bob's gonna go and help me, it's all gonna be a good game. But oh, that is what I thought, but in reality it was quite different. CT side, however, it was actually quite okay, because CT side, you just have 2 people B, you have 1 person mid, you have 2 people A. That was just a default setup. We got some rounds, and it was pretty much even at the half. However, Bob was playing really bad, like he had 5 frags going into the second half. Now, I have really tilted games once in a while, so I completely understand where he's coming from. So I didn't say anything. I was just like, all I said to him was just like, bro, do what you need to do. Let's go and try to win this game. And he was like, yeah, everything was, all good at this point. So with all that said, we go into the second half, but Bob really wants to go on shot call, and to be perfectly honest, when you're bottom of the leaderboard, you're not in the best mindset to shot call, but he did it in the previous game okay-ish. So I was like, alright bro, you do what you want to go and do, I'm just going to go and slay, and we'll A-okay. We lost the pistol, but then we did an anti-eco, and then we lost the round afterwards, and the team morale just steadily started to decline, and Bob's temper started to go and rise. So we were losing more and more rounds, and I think we lost 4 or 5 rounds in a row. And so it came down to a really pivotal round. It was a 1v2 or 1v3 clutch situation, I believe, and all my teammates were dead, and bloody Bob, he had a bit of a stern word to my teammates in the good old voice chat, because he had this strat he really wanted to go and pull off, but everybody was just getting picked off left, right, and center, and to be honest, there was, a fairly good reason to go and get annoyed. But the best thing in Counter-Strike, when things don't go your way, you just go and say, okay, let's try to go and do it better this round. Go on pointing out your teammates' flaws just makes them play even worse. So I'm just really silent, just trying to go and do this clutch. And so he gives me a little bit of information. He says 1 guy's coming long doors, and I scope long doors, and I'm thinking, okay, 1 person's gonna come there. That means there's probably 1 guy on A side. That probably means 1 guy's on mid, because I didn't know where I was. And so I start to go long, but oh and behold, I go and get flashbanged, and then there's 3 CTs with M4 spray me down, and you guys all know what goes and happens. I go and die, and we go and lose the round. And with all that, team morale's at an all-time low. And then we pull out the Desperation strat, the P90 rush B. We chuck on the armor, we chuck on the P90s, we get the flashbangs, we get the smokes, and we rush directly towards B. I entry frag, I go down, and I'm watching my teammates going into the site, and I'm just hoping and praying we can go and get this round to try to go and force them into an eco. But guess what happens? One of my other teammates, they're on plateau, and they're in the middle of a smoke, but the CT is there as well. There's 5 seconds of utter chaos. Bob is just screaming at his microphone, redlining the microphone, sweat dripping from his face. The guy on the plato's got absolutely no idea what to do, because he's got so many mixed signals. He's got this guy screaming every expletive under the bloody moon. I'm trying to go and tell him, trying to go and get over the top of Bob, saying calmly there's a guy behind him, but he can't hear me. And in the end, the guy on the plateau dies, the terrorist goes and dies, the rest of the teammates die, we go and lose the round, and that was our one last chance to go and come back into this game. And then we are on match point. And on match point, in that 10-second warm-up, I go and say to Bob, I straight up go and say to Bob, you need to go and shut up. You just gotta go, all this kid has done, I said to him, all you've done is just go and scream into microphones. You have done absolutely nothing to go and positively contribute to this team, and I just went off at this kid, and at the very end, he just looked at me with his AK-47, and I was like, fuck, this guy's gonna TK me. But he didn't TK me, he said straight to me, I'll kill your family. And from that one little phrase, he did not say a single word for the rest of the round. And I say round because I just took over the shot calling helms in the middle. Like, I am so tilted at this point, but I'm like crying with laughter after that. I'll kill your family. It's just so random to go and say. So I'm like, you four, go long. I'm going B. I'm gonna go and you guys go and make some noise. I'm gonna go and catch the rotators. I'm gonna go and look. I try to go and put some damage down. My spray down is just god awful. I'm completely tilted. We all go and die. And in the end, we go and lose at like 16-13 or 16-14. Definitely winnable. But that's my story. And from now, oh my god, I haven't played matchmaking since. That guy's just tilted me so much. I haven't not touched competitive since that game. And I don't know when I'm going to go back, to be perfectly honest. But other than that, Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, out.